Barb lives in this lovely Boulder suburb. She's a mother of 3, grandmother of 6, and a wife. In her husband's office, Barb sits surrounded by pictures and memories of happy times of her family and her life. Born in Hungary, her father moved their family to Croatia on the Adriatic Sea, where he owned and operated the Hotel Alhambra. That was until the war changed everything. You see, Barb and her family are Jewish, and her father knew it was time to flee.
It was a miracle that you survived, and it wasn't because you were clever, it wasn't because you were religious, it wasn't because you knew somebody. It was a quirk of fate, it was your destiny to survive.
Barb's family fled to France, where they hid for almost a year. As Hitler's law began to scour the continent for Jews, they had to flee again to Spain and then to Portugal. During this time, Barb's family appealed to multiple countries for protection and asylum.
There was not a country in the world that would accept refugees.
Due to international pressure, the U.S. held the Evian Conference in France to deal with the refugee crisis. Of the 38 countries that attended, only one country accepted 100,000 refugees.
One little country in the middle of the Caribbean, the Dominican Republic. Where was the Dominican Republic?
Barb's family knew that this was their only chance at survival, and they boarded the boat from Portugal to the Dominican Republic.
They leave because they're desperate. That's the American commonality. We all came from somewhere, and we all left our countries sad.
Refugee organizations helped Barb and her family get sponsorship to come to the U.S. HIAS is a nonprofit humanitarian organization that has helped refugees globally by advocating and protecting vulnerable refugees and reuniting families establish new lives in safety.
HIAS is primarily involved with assistance to Jewish refugees, for example, from the Holocaust. We were involved in the resettlement in large numbers of refugees during and primarily after World War II.
Through this organization, Barb and her family were sponsored and eventually brought to the U.S. when she was 9. They rebuilt their lives, and she now works for the same organization that helped save her family's life.
The capability of the human for good is endless. We haven't tapped it enough.
This is Valeria Fugate, NewsTeam Boulder.